Have you ever felt like someone was guiding your choices without saying much at all? They didn't shout, they didn't force you, but somehow you still did what they wanted. That's not just luck, that's a skill. Some people are masters at using words to control others. They don't make it obvious. In fact, most of the time, you won't even notice. Not until it's already done. They don't just play with your feelings, they play with your thoughts. They know how to speak in ways that make your brain agree, even when it shouldn't. These are not the usual tricks you hear about online. These are deep, smart, and quiet. And if you understand them, you'll start seeing them everywhere. So let's talk about 7 powerful mind games used by expert manipulators. These are hard to spot, but once you know them, you'll never fall for them again. Number 1, the false choice trap. Let's start with something simple but sneaky. It's called the false choice trap. This happens when someone gives you 2 options, but both options help them, not you. For example, do you want to stay late at work today or tomorrow? You feel like you're choosing, but guess what? You never agreed to stay late in the first place. This trick works because your brain likes feeling in control. When you see 2 options, you think you have power. But in reality, the real choice, like saying no, was never offered. Manipulators love this because it makes you feel involved. But they're the ones setting the rules. You're just picking from a box they built? Next time someone gives you a this or that question, stop and ask, do I really want either of these? Or am I just being tricked into picking something that helps them? Number 2, conversational tagging. The second trick is called conversational tagging. It sounds complicated, but it's very simple. It's when someone keeps repeating your name, or says little phrases like, right, or you get me, again and again. Like this, you're a smart person, right? You agree, right? I mean, you see what I mean, right? This may seem harmless, but it's a mind trick. Every time they say right, your brain wants to say yes, and every yes pulls you deeper into their point of view. Why does this work? Because your brain wants to agree. It wants to stay friendly. It wants to belong. So after a few times, you start agreeing without thinking. This trick is used in ads, speeches, even cults. It makes people feel seen, even when they're being controlled. So next time someone keeps saying your name or tagging you into agreement, pause. Are they truly making sense? Or are they just guiding you toward their goal? Number 3, pre-framing reality. This next trick is called pre-framing. It's when someone tells you what to feel before you even feel it. They might say, you're going to love this. This is the best thing ever. Everyone who tries this is happy. Now, here's the thing. When your brain hears that, it starts to believe it. Not because it's true, but because it's expected. This is called a mental frame. When someone builds a frame around a situation, your mind looks for proof that it's true. So if someone says, this new phone is amazing, your brain starts to notice the good things and ignore the flaws. This works because of something called confirmation bias. Your brain wants to be right, so it looks for signs that match the story it was told. A manipulator uses this to shape your view before anything starts. They don't change reality, they just change the way you see it. Always be careful when someone tells you how you'll feel before you even get a chance to decide. Number 4, Trojan compliment. Let's move to something that sounds nice, but really is not. It's called a Trojan compliment. Here's how it works. You're too smart to fall for fake news. You're different from the average person. You get it. Sounds like a compliment, right? But it's actually a trap. Because now if you don't agree with them, you feel dumb. You feel like you're not the smart person they said you were. This kind of compliment ties your ego to their idea. If you disagree, you feel like you're proving them wrong and losing your smart label. It's not praise. It's pressure dressed up as kindness. This trick is used in politics, sales, and even friendships. It sounds like a gift, but it's really a leash. So when someone flatters you and then leads you somewhere, ask yourself, are they giving me a real compliment? Or are they using it to make me agree? Number 5, deliberate confusion. This next one is used by fake experts, salespeople, and even cult leaders. It's called deliberate confusion. They make things sound big, strange, or hard to understand. They might say, "It's complicated. You wouldn't get it, just trust me." They throw big words at you. They talk fast. They change the topic. They mix facts with feelings. Why? Because when your brain is confused, it looks for safety. It wants something clear. And the person who simplifies it becomes your guide. But here's the catch. They're the ones who made it confusing in the first place. And now they're the only one who can explain it. That puts them in charge. If someone is always making things foggy and then saying, "Just trust me," be careful. They might not be leading you out. They might be leading you deeper in. Number 6, the future trap. This one is called the future trap. It's when someone promises you a better life. If you just stay with them, if you follow me, you'll succeed. Stick with me, and you'll become the person you've always wanted to be. They don't sell the present. They sell hope. They sell a future version of you, one that's better, stronger, happier. And your brain? It falls in love with that version, so you hang on, even when the person never delivers. This happens in toxic relationships. It happens in pyramid schemes. It happens with fake gurus. They keep you close by showing you a dream, but it's always later, never now. If someone is always promising tomorrow, but giving you nothing today, ask yourself, is the dream real, or am I being used? Number 7, repetition loop. The final trick is called the repetition loop. It's simple, but very powerful. If someone says the same thing again and again, your brain starts to believe it, even if it's not true. Trust is everything. You have to trust. If there's no trust, nothing works. Sound familiar? This works because repetition makes things feel familiar, and familiar things feel true. This is how ads work. It's how rumors grow. It's how people get brainwashed. The more times you hear it, the more your brain accepts it, without question. If someone keeps repeating a message over and over, pause and ask, is this truth? Or is it just stuck in my head because I heard it too many times? Now you know the 7 tricks. These are not just stories. These are real tools, used by people who know how to shape your thinking. The false choices, the clever compliments, the sneaky promises, all of them are designed to lead you quietly. But when you know the game, you don't fall for it. You don't need to argue. You don't need to fight. You just need to see what's happening. So next time something feels off, stop. Don't rush. Ask yourself, is this my thought, or is someone planting it? If this helped you, leave a comment saying, "I see through it now." And don't forget to subscribe. More simple truths coming your way.